Now batting shortstop number 6, Evan Keller.
All right, welcome back to Game 2. We just got underway, got our lineups written into the score sheets. A little tapper right back to the mound. This is Cooper Rawls throwing it over, and there's 2 away. Rivertown struck out looking to lead the ball game off. First pitch was at 1:15, 72 degrees here in Tyler, Texas. As we get this Game 2 underway, 2 up, 2 down. And here's Jarrett McDonald. First 3. There's one different batter in this LSU lineup, and that would be the catcher, Reed Babin. So Babin in the 8 spot. Everybody else exactly the same. We'll go through the lineups here as we can. Off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes to Jarrett McDonald. Rivertown leadoff hitter, the DH. Batting second, shortstop Evan Keller. He grounded back to the pitcher. Called a strike. Jarrett McDonald at the plate now with a 2-1 count. Cleanup hitter is Tristan Welch, center fielder. Third baseman, Jack Merrifield. Right fielder, Nick Bellina. First baseman, Slate Fuller. Ball's fouled out of play. Catcher is Reed Babin. He'll get the nod for the first time this weekend. And then Javier Vaz bats 9th for the LSU Eunice Bengals. 32-4 on the year. They're riding a 14-game winning streak. They're led by 17th-year head coach Jeff Willis. Tyler Booth gets the nod on the mound for the Bengals. Defensively for the Apaches, Heath Hood in left, Jacob Johnson in center. Ben Zagelski gets the nod in right field. Ty Meisner at third, Jacoby Bogue at short in Game 2. Eric Owen at second, Michael Morissette at first. Cade Watson behind the plate, and on the mound, the right-handed freshman from Hallsville, Texas, Cooper Rawls. So with 2 outs, Rawls just walked Jarrett McDonald, breaking up the perfect game. McDonald aboard with 2 away. Here's Tristan Welch. Welch 0 for 3 in the opener. First pitch. Misses high, ball 1. Just getting underway. 9-inning ball game here in Game 2, the doubleheader. Bengals have won the first 2, 14-1 Saturday night and 4-1 in the opener here today. 1-0 pitch. Called a strike. 1-1. Two outs, 1 aboard. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball to third. Backhanded in the corner by Meisner. Throws across. Nice play by Ty. And that'll do it for the Bengals in inning number 1. A 0 on the board for Cooper Rawls. We'll keep it right here and go through the Apache lineup. Get you up to speed with that. Here's the lineup that Coach Wren has put on his lineup card. The Apaches come into this ball game 31-9 on the season. They're led by 10th-year head coach Doug Wren. Leading off, the second baseman Eric Owen. Batting second is the left fielder Heath Hood. Batting third baseman Ty Meisner. Batting cleanup, the DH Miguel Vega. Batting fifth is the center fielder Jacob Johnson. Batting sixth, first baseman Michael Morissette. Batting seventh, right fielder Ben Zagelski. Batting eighth, the catcher, Cade Watson. And batting ninth for the Apaches, the shortstop, Jacoby Bogue. Defensively for the LSU Eunice Bengals, Jarrett McDonald in left, Tristan Welch in center, Nick Bellina in right field, Jack Merrifield at third base, Evan Keller at short, Javier Vaz at second, Slate Fuller at first base. Reed Babin will get the nod behind the plate for the Bengals. And on the mound, left-handed sophomore from Lake Charles, Louisiana, a Southeast Louisiana transfer, 6 foot 190, Tyler Booth. Booth is 4-0 on the year with a 2.75 ERA. It's his 9th appearance of the year, his 8th start. He does have one complete game. 36 innings pitched, 45 strikeouts, 18 walks for the sophomore from Lake Charles, Louisiana, Tyler Booth. And here come the Apaches for the first time in game 2. Eric Owen leads it off. Apaches could just muster 3 base hits in that opener today. Owen was 0 for 3, flew out 3 times. Once to center and twice to right. So Eric Owen still looking for his first base hit of the day. Look out, hit the bull. High fastball gets out of the glove of Reed Babin, the catcher. 1-0. Well, the wind, game time temperature 72 degrees, just perfect out here. And we got a northwesterly wind at 7, which is going to be out, straight out at this ballpark. So ball will carry a good bit if it gets up in the air. Don't have a great wind, but flags are blowing straight out. The flag in right field fluttering ever so slightly out, and the pennants that go around the seating area here are also blowing out. It's not a gale force, but will be a little bit of a factor on balls in the air. 3-1 the count, the pitch. Popped out of play, and it's 3-2 on leadoff hitter Eric Owen. Bengals riding a 14-game winning streak. Another foul ball out of play. After the Game 1 win, they have won 14 in a row. LSU Eunice next game after today. They were scheduled to play at Panola today and evidently canceled that in lieu of a doubleheader. Strike 3 called. Owen is out. First strikeout for Tyler Booth. And here is Heath Hood for the first time here in Game 2. Heath was 0 for 3 in the opener. Struck out, grounded out to third, reached on an error. One ball, one strike. The pitch, high pop-up center field. Tristan Welch just standing there waiting for that ball to come to him, and he snags it for out number 2. Just missed that one. Here's Ty Meisner for the first time. Meisner in Game 1 was in the 6th spot, so Coach Wren has juggled the lineup a bit. Zagelski and Bogue, the 2 new faces in the Apache lineup for the second ball game, and he has moved Meisner up here to the 3 spot. First pitch misses, ball 1. Left-handed Tyler Booth from the windup. Look out, line shot into the bleachers. Just past the third base dugout. Bengals in the third base dugout. And the Apaches in the first base dugout. Bengals wearing their gold tops with the white paneled hats, purple backing and a purple bill, white pants. And they got the white shoes. Apaches got the black tops with the black and white trim. Got the black ball caps, the gold and white tee on the front. 1-2 pitch off the plate. We're even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You know, every once in a while that wind picks up out here, so the ball will carry today. 2-2. Fouled straight back over our heads. We'll do it again. Apache's trying to shake off two-game losing streak to these Bengals. They came in having won 4 in a row. The Apaches had before the first game of the series on Saturday night. Bengals came in having won 12 in a row. They're now at 14 in a row. Bengals play LSU Alexandria on Wednesday in Eunice, their JV squad. That'll be their next ball games. Ground ball to second. This is Vaz on the big hop. Throws to first. And there's 3 up and 3 down. 4-3, excuse me, if you're scoring at the house. The Apaches go in order, and we will head to the second inning. 9 inning. We're playing real baseball here in the second ball game. Still scoreless here in Tyler, Texas. Back in a minute. This is Jack Merrifield. First pitch swung on and missed. Merrifield 0 for 3 in the opener. Next pitch is in there and is quickly 0-2. Cooper Rawls on the mound for the Apaches. He's 4-1 on the year with a 1.53 ERA. His 12th appearance, his 11th start. He's got 1 complete game and 1 shutout. Foul ball off to the left side. Count will stay no balls, 2 strikes. In 53 innings of work, Rawls has 57 strikeouts and just 7 walks. Freshman from Hallsville. 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Did not. Count will go 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the 12th appearance for Cooper Rawls of the year. After today, the Apaches will have the week off. They don't play till Saturday. Line shot center field, and Johnson playing very deep with the wind blowing back and a very potent offense. Takes it on 1 hop. And there goes the no-hitter. So Merrifield with his first hit of the afternoon. Did not get a hit in the opener. Here's Nick Bellina. Bellina 0 for 2 in the opener, a couple of strikeouts and a walk. Still scoreless in the second inning of a 9-inning ball game here in game 2. Rawls from the stretch, inside, ball 1. The Apaches will play Saturday against TCS Postgrad. Doubleheader here at the ballpark. And they'll play Angelina on Monday, a week from today. And then it's the Coastal Bend Cougars coming to town. In, let's see, 4 games set here in Tyler, and then 3 down in Beeville 2 weeks later. So between now and then, Apaches, after that home series against Coastal on the 17th, 18th, and 19th of April, will travel to Eunice, Louisiana, and play these same Bengals on the 26th and 27th. And then Coastal, then the Apaches will travel to Beeville on May 2, 3, and 4. Pitch is called a strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bellina. So very meaningful games down the stretch for the Tyler Apaches. Just a just a little over a week away from that 4-game series against Coastal Bend. Of course, the winner of that 7-game series will be the #1 seed from Region 14. 1-2 pitch, called a strike. Second strikeout for Cooper Rawls. Both of them have been looking. Here's Slade Fuller now. First time for Fuller here in game 2. Fuller 0 for 2 in the opener. Walk, struck out, grounded back to the pitcher. 1 away and 1 aboard. The pitch from Rawls in the dirt. Watson, good job blocking it. 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0 pitch swung on in the dirt, and that was cover the guy with a swing right there as Merrifield steals second base. So it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Slade Fuller now with a runner in scoring position and 1 away. Here's the 1-1. Little nubber. First base side, tough play, better hurry. Morissette, not sure he got him. He just got him before he got to first base. And Paige Hodges is going to argue that a bit at first base, and Fuller will be out on the 3U. You could tell the way, the angle that was rolling, that Morissette was going to be challenged to beat Fuller to the bag. And he ended up diving and tagging him just before he got to first base. So over to third goes Merrifield with 2 outs. Here's Reed Babin for the first time in the series. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Austin Kirkpatrick has handled the catching duties in the first 2 games, and Coach Willis has got Reed Babin in there for the 3rd game of the series. Good block by Watson, saved a run. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second baseman Javier Vaz waits on deck. His dad is the third base coach, Roberto Vaz. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, still scoreless in the top of the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Watson's going to have to throw him out at first. And they're going to say Watson caught the ball. And Coach Willis is going to have an argument with the home plate umpire about whether that ball hit the dirt or not. Either way, it's a strikeout. And it's the 3rd strikeout for Cooper Rawls, and the inning is over. We're still scoreless. We go to the 2nd inning, bottom of the 2nd. And the Apaches will have 4, 5, and 6, Vega, Johnson, and Morissette. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. And welcome back to Tyler, Texas. All right, Coach Hunter, give me a little hop in your step. There he goes, a little jog in his step. Like to see that. Coach Tim Hunter coaching third base. Got the short sleeve pullover on, as does Tyler Abney over at first. He kind of strolls out to his first base coach's position. Always like those base coaches to a little hop in their step as they hop out there. This is Miguel Vega now. First time in the second ball game takes outside, ball 1. Vega was 0 for 2 in the opener. He did get hit by a pitch. He reached one time. There's a chopper foul. Roberto Vaz knocks it down just outside the Bengal dugout. Mike Carter Field, built in actually 1938, part of a WPA project. Renovated in the early 90s and then turfed 3 years ago, so third year to have the artificial surface here. Seats about 4,000 fans. Old minor league ballpark, AA lighting here. Beautiful ballpark, got to be one of the nicer ones in East Texas for sure. Have a couple of different professional teams that have played here over the years. Line shot into left field, base hit. So Vega breaks up the no-hitter. First batter of the second inning, solid single. Here's Jacob Johnson. Johnson got one of the 3 Apache hits in the opener. He singled to center in his first at bat in game 1. So see if he can keep it going here. Vega at first with nobody out. Got the left-hander Tyler Booth on the mound for the Bengals. First pitch in there, strike 1. Fastball misses up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got Merrifield even with the bag at third just in case Johnson decides to lay a bunt down. Middle infielders playing for double play. Slade Fuller over there. Holding Vega at first. Outfielders normal depth. Pitch misses high. 2 balls and a strike. And back-to-back lefties is Morissette, who was in the 3 spot in the opener, has been dropped down to the 6th position in the lineup. Here's the 2-1. Inside. Vega thought about going to second, but made a good decision in not going as Reed Babin picked that ball up quickly. 3 balls, 1 strike. Apache's trying to take the lead for the first time this weekend against a very capable Bengal squad, ranked number 1 in the Division II rankings. Of course, the Apaches ranked number 1 in the Division III rankings. Full count on Jacob Johnson. Both squads 0-1 and 0 on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch. High and tight, ball 4. Well, now you got energy out of that Apache dugout. First walk of the day for Tyler Booth. 2 on, nobody out. And now you got a scenario where you might have Morissette lay a bunt down here. Only drawback of bunting Morissette here, obviously it's early in the ball game. The other aspect is you got 7, 8, and 9 to try to get those runs in. You'd leave it up to Zagelski, Watson, and Bogue to drive those runs in, which certainly are possible, but just from a strategy standpoint, probably not ideal. Here's the first pitch to Morissette, left on left matchup, misses inside, ball 1. Apache's trying to match that. Bengal dugout has had a good energy level all weekend. And the Apaches sense an opportunity here to grab the momentum early. Getting excited in that dugout. Here's the 1-0. Line shot, fair ball into the corner. This is going to score 1 run, maybe 2. And Johnson's going to be sent home. Here comes the relay. He'll score easily. Morissette into third, a bases clearing triple. Mike Morissette in a rocket right by the first base bag. And the Apaches do take the early lead. Good piece of hitting right there by the Apache first baseman. He'll get 2 RBIs. And the Apaches, for the first time this weekend, are in the lead. RBI number 31 and 32 for Michael Morissette. And stepping in with a runner at third, nobody out, is Ben Zagelski. From the windup, swing and a miss. Well, would you think about laying a bunt down here? Merrifield way back at third. There it is. That's exactly what I was thinking. They're going to get another run. And, boy, you do exactly what the Bengals love to do, and that's just add on. So, Coach Wren taking a page of Coach Willis's playbook there. And it's an RBI squeeze bunt for Ben Zagelski. Tyler Booth thought about coming home, but there was no play on Morissette. So Zagelski will get the RBI. Pop up right side. Bellina with plenty of room makes the catch. And there is the second out of the inning. Cade Watson out on the F9. And that will bring up shortstop Jacoby Bogue. Jacoby will get his first plate appearance of the series. It's been Coveney at short in game 1 and 2. Jacoby gets the start here in game 3 of the series. First pitch in there, strike 1. Six foot 190 left-handed Tyler Booth. Pop up left field. McDonald under it, plenty of room. Makes the catch, and that's the inning. F7 if you're scoring at the house, but the Apaches, 3 runs on 2 hits. A bases clearing triple by Michael Morissette, and then a safety squeeze from Ben Zagelski. And the Apaches take a 3-0 lead. We'll head to the 3rd inning back in just a minute. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. 9-1-2. This is Javier Vaz for the Bengals. They now trail for the first time this weekend by a score of 3-0. First pitch gets by Watson behind the plate. Ball 1. Cooper Rawls, that was pitch number 31. 14 in the first inning, 26. No, that's not right. 16, excuse me. 16 in the second inning. Total of 30. Outside corner called a strike, 1-1. Vaz, 1 for 3 in the opener, did get an RBI on a squeeze. Boy, what a game he had, 3 for 3 on Saturday night's ball game. 2-1 pitch. Just off the plate. 2-2. I'm sorry, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Left-handed batting second baseman takes ball 4. So a leadoff walk here in the 3rd inning. It's not what you need after you put up a 3 spot. You want to try to keep the momentum on your side, but you got to be careful. These Bengals could put up runs in a hurry. Leadoff batter aboard, and now you turn it back over to River Town. And Town had quite an opener. Home run, a double, and a walk. He scored twice, drove in 3 in the 4-1 win. He accounted for all 4 of the runs. He either drove them in or he scored them in the opening game today. And now Coach Rippenthal going to have a chat with Cooper Rawls. And I think this is just be careful with this guy type of discussion. Dangerous bat at the plate in River Town. So glad they put the paper towels in this dispenser up here. It's been a while. Even got some hand soap. Nice. Well, Coach Roop has had his little chat with Cooper, and he'll mosey on back to the dugout. Still got the hoodie on. A little surprised at that. 1-0 count. Nobody out. You got a heads up. Vaz won't think twice about stealing second here. That ball's fouled off toward the Rose Garden. We are right next to the Tyler Rose Garden here at on the Rose City Complex. Christus Trinity Mother Francis Mike Carter Field, as we're directed to call it. There goes Vaz. Throw to second, and he's there. Stolen base for Javier Vaz, and these Bengals, even down 3-0, are going to get aggressive on the base pass, try to chip away. 2 balls, 1 strike. So River Town, who took a 3rd strike back in the 1st inning, 0 for 1. His job is to try to move this runner. 360 average coming into the doubleheader today. 2-1 pitch off the plate. 3-1. Well, you walk the leadoff, and now you're 3-1 to the second hitter of the inning. But you don't want to open up Pandora's box here if you're Cooper Rawls. Got meat of their lineup scheduled to come up here to the plate, and there is ball 4. Back-to-back walks to open up the 3rd inning. This is not what the Apaches need against a very potent offense. Three 3-0 Apaches, but the Bengals with the tying run at the plate in the person of Evan Keller. Keller was 1 for 4 in the opener, an RBI single to right field. And Cooper Rawls has walked the first 2 batters here in inning number 3. Well, double steal definitely in play right here. You had Bogue trying to hold that runner at second. Here's the pitch. You also got to be aware of going too fast to the plate and getting a ball called on you. Cooper kind of went quickly on that pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out, 2 aboard. Bengals trying to get back into this. They trail 3-0. Line drive. Nice snag by Meisner. He'll throw to second for one. You fake the throw to first, and you get the runner at second out. So nice play at third by Meisner on a hot shot off the bat of Keller. That'll go 5-4 on the fielder's choice. Town is out at second base. Vaz goes to third base. So you have runners in the corners with one out. Here is Jarrett McDonald. He walked his first time up. He was 2 for 4 in the opener. Throw to first. Very close. Boy, Keller kind of hopped off like he was going to delay steal there. And then he put the brakes on and just got under the pickoff by Cade Watson. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away, 2 aboard. 3-0 Apaches in the top of the third inning. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Now he stops and goes back again. So a little fake steal right there by Keller at first base. And as aggressive as the Bengals are, you just got to, takes you out of your rhythm a bit. Check swing, thought he went, and he did, 2-1. You just got to be aware at all times that they're willing and able to run pretty much when they want to. Rawls, the set position. There goes the runner, and no shot. Ball's in the dirt. Easy stolen base for Evan Keller. Takes away the double play. Two runners in scoring position now. With a 3-1 count, you're 1 pitch away from your third walk of the inning. Jarrett McDonald at the plate. Got to believe he's going to take a healthy rip at a good pitch here. 3-1. Takes a rip at it and pops it up. It could stay in the infield, and Meisner makes the catch. That's a big out. Well, you got to be a little disappointed if you're Jeff Willis there. McDonald did not put a good swing on that pitch. Looked like he was, I don't know if he looked like he was fooled on it, and pops it up to third base just in foul territory. So you got 2 outs in the inning, still 2 aboard for Tristan Welch. Another dangerous at bat here, as Welch 54 RBIs on the year. And this is an RBI situation, so no reason to give this guy anything close to the plate. 0-1. In there, 0-2. Well, as we've noted throughout the series, Tristan Welch seems to thrive on being behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position for the Bengals. The pitch. Line shot right at Meisner. 1 hops it, throws to first. Got him. And nicely done by Ty Meisner, flashing the leather. He had to make 2 good plays that inning, and he did. Keeps the shutout intact, a 0 on the board. The Bengals get a couple of runners on with no one out. Can't do anything with it. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 3. The score remains Tyler 3 and LSU Eunice 0. Back to the top of the Apache lineup we go. Eric Owen struck out looking his first time up. And he'll face the left-handed sophomore from Lake Charles, Tyler Booth, in that Apache dugout, trying to get something going again. 1 ball, no strikes. Now we got Wasp up here in the press box trying to wreak some havoc. Two-0 pitch, time called now. I don't know who called it, the umpire. I think maybe Owen asked for time, and home plate umpire had his hands up when that pitch was delivered. So no pitch, 2-0 count. Well hit left field, but it's right at the left fielder McDonald for out number 1. That'll be an L7 in my scorebook. Bengals are running some guys down to the bullpen. And stepping in for the Apaches, left fielder Heath Hood. Flew out to center his first time up. 0 for 1. First pitch misses, ball 1. Heath Hood, .390 average, leads the club. 7 doubles, a homer, 19 RBI. Ground ball to short. This is Evan Keller. Throws it across. Nice pick at first by Slade Fuller. 2 away. Well, it's always nice to have a guy at first that can handle the glove on those throws that aren't perfect. I've seen both first basemen do a good job over there. Michael Morissette and Slade Fuller. First pitch misses to Meisner. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Meisner grounded out to second base back in the first inning. 1-0 pitch fouled toward the Bengal dugout on the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Meisner, 3:01 coming into the ball game. Line shot up the middle as Tyler Booth flipped his glove at that ball as it went whizzing past him. And the glove went flying over almost to the foul line. So it's a single for Meisner with 2 outs, and here's Miguel Vega. Vega singled to left field his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Tyler Booth, 4-0 on the year with a 2.75 ERA. Comes set, the pitch. Awful close to a balk there. First pitch was fouled away. Vega steps in with an 0-1 count. Meisner taking his lead at first. And he kind of froze, and Booth has got the borderline balk move over there. Oh, 1 pitch pulled the string on Vega. It's 0-2. Big slow curveball. 2 outs. 1 runner aboard. It's 3-0 Apaches in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Fouled straight back. And I don't know if we lost. Okay, someone said we lost sound. Not sure. Hopefully there's not an issue with the sound, but if you want to give me some feedback on that live chat, to try to make sure the sound is where it needs to be. 3-0 Apaches. We're in the 3rd inning. 0-2 pitch, and another pickoff attempt. Meisner with the 2-out single up the middle. And Tyler Booth has thrown a number of pickoffs to try to keep Meisner close. Here's the pitch. Another base hit to left field, and Miguel Vega 2 for 2. So 2 on with 2 outs. And here is Jacob Johnson. Johnson walked and scored on the big triple by Morissette. Morissette with 2 runners on had an absolute rocket right over first base into the right field corner. And both Vega and Johnson were easily able to score. Morissette going all the way to third on the triple. First pitch in there, strike 1, left on left matchup. Tyler Booth, sophomore from Lake Charles, and Jacob Johnson in the box for the Apaches. Booth comes set, the pitch. Big swing, it's quickly 0-2. We're at the 5 spot in the Apache lineup, trying to add on to a 3-0 lead. Booth from the set, the pitch. Boy, just off the plate, not sure I could have taken it. Reed Babin was set up off the plate, so hit the glove perfectly, but he was set up well outside where the plate is. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. So a 2-out strikeout. That's going to be strikeout number 2 for Tyler Booth, and that'll be it for the Apaches. They get a couple of 2-out singles, and they strand them. We'll head to the 4th inning. Score remains Tyler 3, LSU Eunice 0. 5, 6, and 7 for the Bengals. This is Jack Merrifield, 1 for 1 in this one. Ground ball to second. That's Owen throwing over to Morissette. 1 up and 1 down. Here's the right fielder, Nick Bellina. Struck out looking his first time up. Bellina still 0 for the day. He struck out 3 times in 4 plate appearances today. He did walk in the opener to go with 2 strikeouts. Cooper Rawls, 51 pitches now. There's a ground ball left side. This is Meisner. Throws it high. The tag is applied. And there's 2 away. So 2 pitches, 2 outs for Cooper Rawls. And I guess our scoreboard has malfunctioned here. Got nothing on the board. First pitch in there, strike 1 to Slade Fuller. Grounded it back to the first baseman Morissette, 0 for 1 in this game. He was 0 for 2 in the opener. Next pitch, high fly ball, left center field. This is trouble. Going back and out of here. Kind of knew that had a chance, and Slade Fuller just gave Eunice their first run of the ball game. A solo home run with 2 outs. Wind is blowing out today, and that ball got up quickly. You could tell by the way Heath Hood was going back on it that it was going to travel, and it kept going out of here. Got a Trouble with the scoreboard right now. Not sure.
Now batting number 32, catcher Reed Babin.
So his score is now 3-1. First pitch in there. Strike one to Reed Babin. He struck out swinging his first time up. The solo shot with 2 away by Slade Fuller has narrowed the gap. Here's the pitch. And that's going to miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, now we're back on track on the scoreboard.
Move that way under this. Y'all step on it. We didn't step on it. Stop working. Sorry.
Cooper Rawls with 2 away. The pitch. There's a chopper to third. Meisner getting a lot of action today. There's the throw. And there's your inning. But a 2-out solo homer by Slade Fuller has given the Bengals their first run in the ball game. Your new score from Tyler, Texas. Tyler 3 and LSU Eunice 1. All right, the Bengals have gone to the bullpen for the first time in this ball game. New pitcher is left-handed sophomore from Prairieville, Louisiana. 6 foot 165, Jacob Spell. Jacob Spell's 1-0 with a 1.54 ERA. He has started 1 game, 11 2/3, 14 strikeouts, just 6 walks. For the sophomore from St. Amand High School in Prairieville, Louisiana, Jacob Spell. Left on left here, Matt Morissette, check swing, called a strike. 6, 7, and 8 for the Apaches. Morissette, Zagelski, and Watson scheduled to hit against Jacob Spell, the new pitcher. Swing and a miss. So you can put a ribbon around Tyler Booth's start. He threw 52 pitches, and he gave up 3 runs on 4 hits. He struck out 2, and he walked 1. 0-2. Just off the plate inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3-1 is our score. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 9-inning ball game here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Good block there by Reed Babin. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, full count to Morissette to lead off the 4th inning. 3-4-0 for the Apaches, 1-2-0 for the Bengals. Payoff pitch, fouled straight back, just missed on the fastball. Here's the 3-2 delivery. And it's off the plate. Lead-off walk for Michael Morissette. And that'll be the first walk of the ball game. for Bengal pitching. Here's Ben Zagelski for the second time. Laid down a safety squeeze last time up, got an RBI. First pitch, there's the bunt. Third base side, and he misplayed it. It's going to be an error by Jack Merrifield. E5 on the bunt. So I'm a fan of putting pressure on the defense in that fashion because Merrifield had to make a running play, and it's a play he'll make most of the time, but did not make it that time. So Coach Wren trying to keep things moving along here, and here's Cade Watson. You might see that same play. First and second, nobody out. Watson is going to show bunt. Here's the pitch. Watson does bunt it, third base side, and nobody home. You throw to first, safe. Well, probably would have been better served to let Merrifield get that ball, as Jacob Spell got to it about the same time, and he did not have an angle to make a good strong throw quickly. And Watson, I'm going to give him a hit. And now you got bases loaded, nobody out for Jacoby Bogue. Going to go from the windup is Jacob Spell. First pitch in there, strike one. Well, Slade Fuller is in at first base. Jack Merrifield a half step behind the bag at third. Here's the 0-1. Missed inside. One ball, one strike. Well, you'd have a right-hander throwing in the Bengal bullpen. Ground ball, third base side. That's called a foul. I thought it was fair. Very close. Third base umpire called it immediately, and I don't know if that would have been a double play, but you certainly got the lead runner as Merrifield rifled it home to Reed Babin, but the umpire called it foul. So everyone goes back, and a 1-1 count on Jacoby Bogue. 3-1 Apaches. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Left-handed sophomore Jacob Spell, the windup. 1-2 pitch, grounded to the hole and through. One run's home. Here comes the second run. The throw is not going to be coming to the plate. It's a 2 RBI single for Jacoby Bogue. So Morris had scored easily. Zagelski was waved around by Coach Hunter over there. And you got first and second, still nobody out. Top of the lineup, Eric Owen. Well, you're probably going to lay a bunt down here. See how Coach Wren wants to play it, but be a little surprised if he doesn't play out on here. And I would lay down a drag bunt here. He's going to square early. And the Bengals want to see what's up and decide to fake a move to second base. Owen at the plate, 0 for 2. Struck out looking, lined out to left. Yeah. Here's the pitch. Called a strike. 0-1. Well, if you're going to bunt here, you got to bunt it to third. Force the issue here. Merrifield is got his feet inside the baseline. I'm not convinced he's going to come get it. He's kind of hanging by the base. Popped it up, and nice job by the catcher, Reed Babin, to catch it. So you gave an out away there. Tried to be a little too fine with that bunt instead of just getting it on the ground. So a pop-up on the bunt attempt. And that's the first out of the inning. And here's Heath Hood now, first and second, with one away. You got Watson at second and Bogue at first. Here's the pitch from Spell. Well hit, but foul down the left field line into the Bengal bullpen. Wanting to keep that fair, you got probably a couple more runs. No balls, one strike. One away and two on. 5-1 Apaches. 2 RBI single by Jacoby Bogue has extended the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Had a notion, but held up. No swing, says the first base umpire. We're at the 2 spot in the Apache lineup. Heath Hood is 0 for 2. Flew out to center field, grounded out to short. Hood was over 3 in the opener, so he's still looking for his first base knock of the doubleheader. There go the runners, throw to second, and safe. Very close at second, and nice slide by Jacoby Bogue, avoids the tag, so double steal. And they pull it off. They threw the trail runner. And it's 2-1 on Heath Hood. Now time called. They were checking on the swing, and the first base umpire said no. Now time called, and here comes, this might be all. I think that's Coach Willis out there, and that is going to be all. They're going to go to the bullpen. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we return. 5-1 Apaches. We're in the bottom of the fourth. All right, the new pitcher is Gage Trahan. First pitch, inside ball 1. Trahan, a right-handed sophomore from Maurice, Louisiana, 5'11" and 159. Trahan 0-1 with a 3.14 ERA, his 12th appearance of the year, 14 1/3, 23 strikeouts, 8 walks. for the sophomore from Maurice, Louisiana, Gage Trahan. And that foul ball makes it a 3-2 count. 1 out, 2 on. Watson at third, Bogue at second. Heath Hood at the plate. Facing relief pitcher Gage Trahan, the third pitcher of the game for the Bengals. The pitch. Missed inside, ball 4. First walk for Trahan. And the second walk for Bengal pitching. And here's Ty Meisner, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Bases loaded, 1 out. 5-1 Apaches. Trying to get 1 out of 3 games of this series. They lost the opener 14-1 on Saturday. They lost the first game today 4-1. First pitch misses, ball 1. Well, if you're going to win 1 out of 3 in a 3-game series at home, might as well be the last one. Leave a good taste in your mouth. 1-0 pitch. Called a strike. It's 1-1. Meisner was 1 for 3 in the opener, and he's 1 for 2 here. 2 for 5 on the day. Trahan going from the windup, with the bases loaded and 1 out. That misses low. 2-1. Apaches scored 3 runs in the second inning. They've added to that here with 2 more in the 4th. 2-1 pitch. Misses low. 3-1. Nowhere to put Meisner here. Going to have to get something good to hit. Slade Fuller counted for the only run for the Bengals with a solo home run in the top half of this inning. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball up the middle, could be 2. You step on the bag, you throw to first, and there's your inning. Boy, nice double play right there. And that stops any kind of further damage. Meisner grounds into the 6U3 twin killing. But the Apaches get 2 more runs on 2 hits. And we will head to the 5th inning. Almost halfway through this one. The Apaches 5 and the Bengals 1. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you. Top of the 5th inning. 9-1-2 for the Bengals. Javier Vaz, Rivertown, and Evan Keller are scheduled to hit for the men in gold and purple. The Bengals from LSU Eunice. Cooper Rawls has been on that mound from the get-go. That was pitch number 58 for Rawls. Called a ball, it's 1-0. Vaz walked his first time up. 1-0 pitch in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vaz is Kind of an ideal 9-hitter, just makes things happen. Left-handed hitter, good speed, puts it in play. Saturday night, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a triple. Was on base all 4 times for the top of that lineup. 2-1. Good take right there. 3-1, boy. He's a secondary leadoff guy, and he does a good job in that role. One. Called a strike, 3-2. His dad, Roberto, is the third base coach. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball, first base side. Morissette backhands. He'll flip it over to Rawls. Just did get him. Bang, bang play, and Vaz might have hurt himself. Going to jog it off.
Now batting leadoff designated hitter River Town.
Yeah, it looks like he's okay. 3-1 in the scorebook is really nice play by Mike Morissette. Flashing the leather today. Ball was well hit by Javier Vaz, and Rawls had to really hurry to first base to beat him there for the first out. And this is River Town for the third time. 0 for 1. Struck out looking and walked back in the third inning. First pitch was in there, strike 1. Town had 3 RBI in the first game. Solo home run on the first pitch of the opening game. 2-run double. Line shot foul down the Apache bullpen. Out of play. That wind picking up just a bit here now. Flags and pennants are blown pretty good. Started the game with a northwesterly breeze at 7. Gotta believe it's a little bit more than that now. See if we can check on that. Game time temperature was 72 degrees. We're up to 75 now. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 2 up and 2 down here in the 5th. For Cooper Rawls, strikeout number 4. And yeah, the northwesterly at, well, it says 10 here. I would argue that we've got gusts that are a little bit higher than that. Humidity dropping just a bit. It's 60% humidity. We started the day at 85% this morning. So drier air moving in as the moisture from the weekend is kind of saturated Saturday and Sunday here. Solid strike, 1 ball and 1 strike to Evan Keller, the shortstop. 0 for 2 in this one, grounded back to the pitcher and into a fielder's choice to the third baseman. 1-1 pitch, called a strike. It's 1-2. Two outs, nobody aboard. Cooper Rawls trying to get the Apaches back in to the dugout. Fly ball foul down the right field side, out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bengals are 32-4 on the season. The Apaches 31-9, both ranked number 1 in their respective national polls. 1-2 pitch off the plate, 2-2. The Bengals' next ball game is Wednesday against LSU Alexandria JV. Look, good piece of swing in there. Evan Keller just kind of flipping his hands out at a tough pitch from Rawls. He'll stay alive. The Apaches have this whole week off until Saturday, doubleheader against TCS Postgrad right here at the ballpark. Bengals are at home against LSU Alexandria JV. Breaking pitch popped up in the infield. This should do it. Who's going to get it, though? And finally, Meisner comes over and grabs it for the final out. F5 if you're scoring at the house. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for LSU Eunice. A 0 on the board. Score remains Tyler 5, Bengals 1. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Well, we're officially halfway through game 2 here. It took me that long to realize we've got 4 umpires out here today. Normally we have 3, but I just recognized we got 4 umpires today. That's kind of a treat to have. You got to set the eyes on all the angles, so that's kind of nice. A lot of times what those guys will do is they'll split the game fees if they got a 4th guy they can bring into the fold. Miguel Vega is red hot. That's his 3rd base hit in 3 at-bats. So he leads the inning off with a single. Apache's trying to add to a 5-1 lead here. Gage Trahan still on the mound for the Bengals. So Jacob Johnson walked and scored in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging in the 3rd. Officially 0 for 1 in this game. Trahan from the set, the pitch. Off the plate, gets away, a wild pitch. And Vega will jog down to 2nd. 5-8-0 for the Apaches, 1-2-0 for the Bengals from LSU Eunice. Apaches trying to snap a 14-game winning streak. Bengals are currently on. The pitch off the plate. Pop up, back over our heads. 2 balls and 1 strike. Johnson takes a healthy rip at a fastball. Two balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Vega at 2nd. Singled and that wild pitched over to 3rd base. That's a foul ball off to the left. Keep going ball. Okay. The wind blew that back into the bleachers. That was headed for the Avalon right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jacob Johnson. Pitch. Fly ball, right field. Plenty of room out there for Belina. He'll camp under it and get it in quickly for out number 1. So here's Michael Morissette. Morissette 1 for 1. 2-run triple back in the 2nd inning. A big hit in this ball game. He walked and scored in the 4th inning. Morissette has accounted for 3 of these 5 runs. drove two of them in and scored the other one. First pitch is in there, strike one. Well, Javier Vaz almost has a shift on Morissette, way in deep second base territory, well in the shallow right field. Keller playing slightly up the middle. This is a true shift. Trying to think what, maybe it was a Baylor-Texas game I saw this weekend. They had a shift on one of their players, a left-handed batter. I think it was a Baylor batter. And with two strikes, he had bunted the ball and got a hit out of it. Base hit up the middle. Vega's going to be wheeled around, and it's 6-1. Base hit for Michael Morissette. And Morissette, good to see him swing the bats.
Now batting right fielder number 4.
His third RBI of the game. Morissette has accounted for 4 of these 6 runs. Driven in 3 and scored 1. Here's Ben Zagelski. Zagelski had an RBI on a safety squeeze back in the second inning. And reached on another bunt in the fourth. It was an error by third baseman Jack Merrifield. A couple of errors in that inning really opened things up for the Apaches. First pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. This is Gage Trahan still on the mound for the Bengals. The pitch. This is high and inside. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Apaches. 1 run on 2 hits for the Bengals. Pitch from Trahan misses inside. 2-1. Morissette was leaning a bit, and they decided to go ahead and throw the pick off. Yeah, wind again picking up here. Flag in right field blowing pretty well right now. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Morissette's going to be out by a mile. So Morissette caught stealing. And that's the second out of the inning. That'll erase the base runner. 2 outs. And I think a 2-1 count on Zagelski. Well, the Bengals just ran another pitcher down to their bullpen. We'll see how long Gage Trahan stays in there. Another right-hander, and that ball hit Zagelski. So he'll trot down to first with 2 outs, and here is Cade Watson, the catcher. Saw the home plate umpire making all kinds of hand signals to his 3 compadres out there. It's not often these guys will call 4-man crew in the middle of the season. That's typically a playoff type scenario when you got 4 of them out there. A lot of times you're going to have 2 and many times 3. Fouled straight back. Good hack right there by Watson. Just misses a fastball. He was going through, I'm guessing, on a ball down the line. ball hit in a certain area, that runner, the umpire at third, will actually rotate to home plate on certain plays. Sometimes it actually can be confusing for these guys. There's a well-hit ball to center, and boy, coming in and making the catch is Tristan Welch for the final out. It's going to be an L8, and that'll end the inning. The Apaches get one more run on 2 hits, leave a guy on. Your new scores, we go to the 6th inning. Apaches 6, and the Bengals 1. Leading off for the Bengals, Jarrett McDonald. First pitch in there, strike 1. Cooper Rawls, pitch number 75 of the day. McDonald 0 for 1 with a walk. Left fielder for the Bengals. Still looking for his first hit of this ball game. Bengals have only been able to muster up 2 hits off of Rawls so far. A solo homer by Slate Fuller in the 4th, and a single by Merrifield in the 2nd. Rawls has struck out 4. Pop up center field. Johnson, who's been playing deep all day long, catches that one on the warning track. 1 out. F8 if you're scoring at the house. That ball was tagged. And the wind is picked up all afternoon. These pennants blowing pretty strongly now. Straight out. Stepping in is the center fielder, Tristan Welch. Pops this one up and out of play over our heads. Welch might be as aggressive as hitter as I've seen in an Apache opponent all season. He just swings at just about everything. 0-1. Another big swing. And it's quickly 0-2. And boy, it just seems like every time this fella's at the plate, he's in a hole. 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So strikeout number 5 for Cooper Rawls. And that will bring up with 2 outs, Jack Merrifield, the third baseman. 1 for 2, single to center back in the 2nd inning. Rawls with the windup. Big hack right there, fouls it straight back. 0-1. A 1 pitch, another healthy swing, another foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. High pop-up foul. Might blow back here. You never want to give up on this, but doesn't quite make it back inside a live ball area. That wind is blowing out, so corner infielders, those balls that on a normal day might stay out of play, are going to have a tendency to be blown back into live ball area, so you got to stay with them. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cooper Rawls, the pitch. Ground ball to second. Owen gobbles it, throws it. A 1-2-3 6th inning for Cooper Rawls. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th. The score remains Apache 6, Bengals 1. The new pitcher is right-handed freshman from Bossier City, Louisiana, Jerry Couch, 5'10" and 180. And for Jerry Couch, outing number 11 of the year, 2-1 with a 4.58 ERA. Couch's 11th appearance, 17 2/3, 18 strikeouts, 8 walks for the freshman from Bossier City. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jacoby Bogue. Bogue got a big hit his last time up. 2 RBI single to left. 2 balls and a strike now to the Apache 9-hitter. Eric Owen waits on deck. 9-1-2 for the Apaches. Ground ball knocked down by Keller. He'll throw to first, not in time. Infield single for Jacoby Bogue. Well, the Apaches trying to add on to a 6-1 lead here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss. 1 ball, no strikes. So Couch, the 4th pitcher of the day for the Bengals. Tyler Booth started the game. Spell came on in the 4th inning. Then it was Trahan with 1 out in the 4th, and now it's Couch here in the 6th. And quickly 2-0 on leadoff hitter Eric Owen. Owen tried to lay down a bunt, popped up to the catcher his last time up. He's 0 for 3. Has not gotten a hit today, so he's 0 for 6 on the day. Pitch misses. Owen did get a solo home run in the opener Saturday night. Accounted for the only Apache run in a 14-1 loss. Bengals won the opener today 4-1. Called a strike, and Owen will have to go back and hit. 3 balls, 1 strike. Six, 9-0 for the Apaches. 1-2-0 for the Bengals from LSU Eunice. Fouled straight back. 3-2 on Eric Owen. A little bit of role reversal here in this third game as previous 2 ball games. Apache offense not able to muster up a whole lot of hits, just 7 hits in the first 2 games. The Apaches, Cooper Rawls done a great job. Just 2 hits and 1 run. Only run was a solo homer by Slate Fuller. Well, he was leaning and he got him. Bogue was leaning over there and he caught him off guard and he picked him off. So that'll erase the base runner. 1 out, nobody aboard. 3-2 count on Eric Owen. Really quick move from Jerry Couch, the freshman from Bossier City. Here's the 3-2. Just misses high. And it's a walk. And that's just the second walk of the day for Bengal pitching. And here is Heath Hood for the 4th time. 0 for 2 and a walk for Hood. Owen's going to be looking to go here at some point. Apaches try to add a 5-run lead. This Bengal offense is very potent. And boy, no lead is going to be safe with their ability to put up runs quickly. Saw that in the opener. And saw a little bit of that in game 1 today. Now, a 5-run lead may have taken a little bit of the aggressiveness away from Coach Willis, but if they get a couple of base runners on, it can happen in a hurry. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Pop up, right field. Belina, plenty of room. Makes the catch. And there's 2 outs. Here's Ty Meisner. Meisner 1 for 3. Rounded into a double play his last time up. Had a single back in the 3rd inning. Now Owen with 2 outs, probably looking to go. He was taking a little jab step before that pickoff, so Bengals thinking the same thing. Couch has already picked off a runner this inning. Pretty close play. Jerry Couch, the pitch. There goes the runner. Throw to second, and Owen is there. So stolen base for Eric Owen. Now you're a single away from adding to that lead. That pitch is going to be in there. The bottom of the 6th inning, playing 9 here, real baseball in the second game of the doubleheader. Looks like Property League scheduled to have practice after this game. Got some high schoolers gathering down on the third base side of the ballpark. Here's the pitch, and that's in the dirt. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Owens at second. He walked and stole second. Bogue led the inning off with an infield single, but got picked off. Breaking pitch over the outer half, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, you have a right-hander tossing in that Bengal bullpen, so probably a fair chance we're going to see at least one more arm. There's a ground ball to short. Evan Keller on the big hop. And that's the end of inning number 6. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. Apaches get a couple of, actually one hit, one left. And we'll head to the inning number 7. Almost time to stretch it out at the ballpark. 6-1 Apaches. All right, the Apaches have gone to their bullpen for the first time in this ball game. So you can close the book on Cooper Rawls. Rawls, really nice outing this afternoon. 1 run on 2 hits. Struck out 5 batters and walked 2. Rawls will give way to Michael Spinozzi. Rawls ends up throwing 84 pitches in 6 innings. Spinozzi, 6'1" and 195, right-hand sophomore from Southlake, Texas. For Michael Spinozzi, outing number 17 of the year. He's 3-1 with an 0.82 ERA. 22 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 8 walks for the sophomore from Southlake, Texas, Michael Spinozzi. 6, 7, and 8 for LSU Eunice. Belina, Fuller, and Babin scheduled to hit for the Bengals. Belina 0 for 2, struck out looking, grounded out to third. Spinozzi delivers his first pitch, outside ball 1. Well, looks like you're going to get another Bengal pitcher here maybe next half. Two balls and no strikes. Got to believe that the Bengals are happy to see Cooper Rawls taken out of the ball game. And they're going to 3-0. Boy, the last thing you need here is to get that energy back in that Bengal dugout. Got a 5-run lead here, but it's Bengals got 9 outs to work with. Strike called. It's 3-1. Wind up. Here's the pitch. Called a strike. And it's 3-2. Spinozzi with the hands in front of the face. The windup, the 3-2. Line shot, and this is Meisner at third. He's got a lot of action over there today and fields that one cleanly for out number 1. That'll bring up Slate Fuller. Solo home run his last time up. 1 for 2. Home run over the left field fence. Wind blowing out today. 325 down the lines, 361 in the gaps, and 370 straight away. 18-foot high wall all the way around the ballpark. Wind continuing to blow at a pretty good pace straight out today. And Spinozzi falls behind again, 2-0. Don't want to make a habit of falling behind hitters. Here's the next pitch. And it's 3-0. Outside corner, called a strike, 3-1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball over to Meisner on the big hop. Fires it over to Morissette, 2 outs. Well, I'm just curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meisner has handled 8 balls in this game alone. Been busy guy down there at third base. Here's Reed Babin. He grounded out to Meisner his last time up, 0 for 2 in the game. Outside corner, strike 1. There you go, get ahead of the hitters. 6-10-0 for the Apaches. 1-2-0 for the Bengals from LSU Eunice. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 0-2. Bengals will travel back to Eunice, Louisiana, about a little over 4 hours from here, 273 miles. Pop-up, shallow center field. This easy catch, I was going to say it was going to be a hard catch for Johnson, but Zagelski came over and grabbed it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. And between Rawls and Spinozzi now, that's 10 batters retired in a row. We'll come back. It's 7th inning stretch time. We missed it again. 6-1 Apaches. All right, the Bengals have gone to their bullpen once again. The new pitcher is Jacob Hammond, right-handed freshman from Monroe, Louisiana, 6'3" and 236 pounds. For Hammond, outing number 12 of the year, 0-0 with a 3.38 ERA, has thrown just 10 2/3. 15 strikeouts and 9 walks. For the freshman from Monroe, Louisiana, Jacob Hammond. First pitch misses, it's 1-0. This is Miguel Vega, he's 3 for 3. He had 3 singles to left field. 2-0 pitch. Called a strike. Outside corner. Big guy versus big guy here. 6'3" and 236 is Jacob Hammond. Swing and a miss. Pretty good hack there by Vega. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. His 3 singles. He was going for the big fly right there. 2-2 pitch misses low, and it's a full count. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Apaches lead 6-1. Been a beautiful day here at the ballpark. Here's the payoff pitch. Fly ball, center field. This is a tough play for Welch. He can't get there. Almost hopped over his head. And Vega with his 4th hit of the ball game. Here's Jacob Johnson now. Johnson 0 for 2. He walked and scored back in the 2nd inning. Struck out swinging, flew out to right field. Well, you got a 5-run lead. Vega will stay at first base. We've seen Coach Wren run for him in this situation, but with a 5-run lead, you're going to stay with him here. Still got some baseball to play. Again, this LSU Eunice offense could turn this thing around quickly, and probably want to keep Vega's bat in the lineup. He's 4 for 4. Ground ball foul. First base line. Well, he's got some more activity down in that Bengal bullpen, so looks like we'll probably see at least one more pitcher. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Got a right-hander starting to get loose down there. Looks like it's Landon Clifton. Pop up left side and out of play into those bleachers. Hopped out of the bleachers and toward the Avalon. That wasn't going hard enough to do any damage, I don't think. 0-2 on Jacob Johnson. Here's the pitch. Well hit right field. This is in the gap, and this is going to go for a while. Johnson will head to second, and Vega will be sent home. Here's the throw. No throw to the plate. Johnson a double, and it's 7-1 Apaches. Boy, you'd love to get him going. RBI double for Johnson. Vega showing surprising speed for the big fella. He comes all the way around to score. Coach Hunter had that right arm wheeling. 7-1 Apaches. That was their 12th hit of the day. Here's Michael Morissette. He's got 2 of those 12 hits. He's also got 3 RBI on the day. Morissette's going to show bunt early here. And Jacob Hammond, the 5th pitcher of the day for the Bengals, uses that inside move just to try to see what the Apache strategy might have been. He's going to show bunt again. There's the bunt. Hammond will field it. He'll throw to first and almost had a collision over there, but they get the out. So Morissette with the sacrifice. And here's Jacob Johnson. Well, this is the kind of baseball that Eunice likes to play. And they have played this weekend. Some coaches would take exception to bunting with a 6-run lead in the 7th inning, but both these coaches know you got potent offenses that can put up runs in the drop of a hat. So, again, the Apaches dropped 10 runs a week ago today against Panola in the 9th inning. Came back and won that game 15-14. So, college baseball, you see a lot of that kind of stuff happen from time to time, and That's why I'm not sure any lead is really safe. 7-1 is our score with 1 out. The Bengal infield is drawn in. The pitch. Ground ball through the hole. Merrifield kind of lunged at it. A little surprised he didn't leave his feet. It's an RBI single for Zagelski. And coming home to score is Johnson. 2 more runs on the board for the Apaches. 8-1 is our score now. Here's Cade Watson. Cade Watson 1 for 3 on the day. Fouled back. No balls and 1 strike. The Bengals won the opener on Saturday night in a rain-delayed game. Didn't start till 9:15. We got out of here about, 11:30. The one thing that saved us that night was the run rule. 14-1 was the score that night. Bengals racking up 12 hits. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes on Watson. The rains fell most of the day yesterday, and the Bengals able to evidently get a hold of the Panola Ponies and cancel their game today with them to play this doubleheader against the Apaches. And, of course, in Game 1 today, it was a 4-1 Bengal win, 4 runs on 6 hits. Dane Dixon got the win, and Todd Gothe got the save. Bengals 4-6-2. The Apaches 1-3-1 in the opener today. 7-inning ball game in the opener. Peyton Miller took the loss, dropped to 3-1. Dixon went to 9-0 with the win. So far, the Apaches have the upper hand in this one. 8-1, 8-13-0 for the Apaches. 1-2-0 for the Bengals. Just 2 hits. A solo homer by Fuller and a single by Merrifield. That's it. Between Rawls and Spinozzi, they're throwing a 2-hitter. Fights off a fastball inside. Count remains 1-2. Cade Watson, the 8th hitter in the Apache lineup at the plate right now. 1 out and 1 aboard. Jacob Hammond, the 5th pitcher of the day for the Bengals. The pitch. Another pop-up out of play to the right side. And so many foul balls here that the home plate umpire needed some more run out to him. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball's well hit to right. That's trouble. Bellina will cut it off. It'll be a double for Cade Watson. And the hits keep coming. Zagelski goes to third base. 2nd and 3rd. Still only 1 out. This is Jacoby Bogan. That is going to be all for Jacob Hammond. Coach Willis on his way to the mound. We'll let you know who the new Eunice pitcher is when we return. It's 8-1 Apaches. We're in the bottom of the 7th. All right, the new pitcher is a right-handed sophomore from Napoleonville, Louisiana, 5'11" and 192. Landon Clifton is the new pitcher. He'll come on with 1 out here in the 7th inning. For Clifton, outing number 9 of the year, all out of the bullpen, 1-0, with a 3.38 ERA. 8 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, and 4 walks for the sophomore from Napoleonville, Louisiana, Landon Clifton. Second and third, 1 out. Jacoby Bogue, the 9-hitter, steps in. Big right-hander. Going to go from the windup, infield drawn in again. The pitch. First pitch swinging, pops it up. This should stay in play. I don't know if a bingo can get there. And the right fielder came all the way in. Bellini, a great catch. And a solid throw. You throw to second, now you got a run down. And you're going to probably get an out here. We'll see how this plays out. As the tag is made. They got him on the tag, so it's a double play as a little base running blunder there by, well, who's that? Cade Watson at second base got caught off. A great play in right field by Nick Bellina. He came running in, caught it right by the fence, and the throw came immediately to home plate, and it was a great throw from Bellina to Reed Babin. And then the rundown ensued, and they ended up getting the runner. Let's see, who was that runner in the rundown? It was Zagelski that got caught in the rundown. So that'll end the inning. And we will head to the 8th inning. Your new score here in Tyler, Texas, is the Apaches 8 and the Bengals 1. Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you. Top of the 8th inning, the Apaches a 7-run lead now, 8-1. 8-14-0 for the Apaches. 1-2-0 for the Bengals. And we've got a pinch hitter. Number 19 is pinch hitting for Vaz. And we'll have to let first pitch off the plate. Brooks Rushworth is the pinch hitter. 1-0 pitch misses. It's 2-0. So Rushworth will take over here. I don't know if he's going to stay in or not, but he's getting a pinch hit here in the 8th inning. So you got River Town waiting on deck. Spinozzi back on the mound. There's ball 4. Well, what you don't want to do here is open the door for a big inning.
Now batting, number 30, designated hitter, River Town.
And here's the top of the lineup now, River Town. Town is 0 for 2. He struck out twice in this game, but in the opener, he was 2 for 3 with a homer and a double, 3 RBI. First pitch misses, ball 1. Spinozzi came on in the 7th inning and got the Bengals in order. A couple of ground balls and a fly ball to right. And that ball hit Town, so here you go. A walk and a hit batter. And, well, you're just asking for that dugout to start getting excited. And here's Evan Keller now. Keller, and that's going to bring a visit. A slow walk from Coach Rupenthal. And the Apache bullpen's going to start getting moving down there. I always kind of laugh when I see pitching coaches walk out with a very slow pace. Somebody went down to that bullpen. Got a right-hander starting to throw down there. Apaches. Coach Rupenthal out. I have some words for Spinozzi. And he'll walk back to the dugout about at the same pace that he walked out at. 2 on, nobody out. We're at the 2 spot in the Bengal lineup. Evan Keller hitless in this game. An RBI single in the opener today. And he had a couple of hits in Saturday night's ball game. Spinozzi going to wheel and pretend to throw to second. Well, if the Bengals are going to get back into this one, don't need to help them out. Gotta force the issue and make them swing it. First pitch. And that's going to miss. Ball 1. So a walk and a hit batter. Now fall behind 0-1. Jarrett McDonald waits on deck. So far, the Bengals have only mustered 2 hits, but a couple runners on here in the 8th. That's in there for a strike. Well, you'd love to have a triple play ball right here, huh? 5-4-3 triple play. That would end the threat. I'll take a double play. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Way outside. 2-1. Well, the energy out of that Bengal dugout still not been at a fever pitch all weekend. It's kind of subdued at this point. They're down 7 in the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. And did that hit him? It was a foul ball. Wow. Well, it was way inside, and Keller kind of checked swing, and I guess it went off his bat. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little break for the Apaches there. If that would have hit him, he'd had bases loaded. Spinozzi with a 2-2 count. A little looping fly ball left field, and that'll fall in for a single. A run will come home, and it's 8-2. Well, little by little. RBI single for Keller. And Rushworth came home to score the 2nd run of the game. And here's Jarrett McDonald, still no one out, 2 on.
Now batting left fielder number 33, Jarrett McDonald.
Well, you got to be careful here. A big inning is simmering in the pot. Try to keep that ball down, get you a ground ball here, and try to get a couple of outs. McDonald is 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the pitch. Called a strike. Well, McDonald at the plate and a dangerous Tristan Welch on deck. Welch is due. He's 0 for 3. And Welch is 0 for the day. Ground ball. This could be 2. 4, 6. You throw to first. Got him. Just what the Apaches needed right there. 4-6-3, nicely done. That would be Owen to Bogue to Morissette. And boy, that's a big double play ball right there. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. Town goes over to third with 2 outs. And here's Tristan Welch. My bet is he'll swing at this first pitch. No, he didn't. And for maybe the first time all day, Welch is ahead in the count, 1-0. Spinozzi, the stretch, the pitch. That's in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, Welch is being unusually restrained in this at bat. Seen 2 pitches, has not swung the bat yet. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball, right side. Owen scoops it, throws it, and there's the inning. So a couple of ground balls, and just like that, Michael Spinozzi out of trouble. The Apaches do give up a run on 1 hit. They leave a guy on. Your new score as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Tyler 8 and LSU Eunice 2. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, little hop in Coach Hunter's step going down to that third base coach's box. 8-2 Apaches, bottom of the 8th inning. Top of the lineup, Owen, Hood, and Meisner scheduled to hit. Landon Clifton back on the mound. First pitch swinging, you pop it up right side. And that's caught by, well, I guess, is that Rushworth out there at second? They got a different guy. Number 7. So you got a new. Rushworth got the pinch hit. They moved Nick Bellina into play second base. So Bellina made that catch for out number 1. 2 pitches, another pop-up back behind home plate. That's going to get out of play. Into the bleachers. Look out. No balls and 1 strike to Heath Hood. 8-14-0 for the Apaches, 2-3-0 for the LSU Bengals. Well, after today, the Bengals will get on that bus and about 4.5-hour trip down to Eunice, 273 miles or so. They'll have tomorrow off, and then they'll play LSU Alexandria JV on Wednesday in Eunice. Apaches will have the rest of the week off. They'll play TCS Postgrad on Saturday here, 5 o'clock doubleheader. Our next broadcast will be a week from today. Angelina Roadrunners come to town. That's a 1 o'clock start. And then the Coastal Bend Cougars come to Mike Carter Field on Wednesday the 17th, a 4-game series. Pops it up. This is Keller at short. Camping under it, makes the catch. 2 outs. Here's Ty Meisner for the 5th time today. 3 ground outs and a single for Meisner. He's 1 for 4. That Coastal Bend series with the Apaches, Wednesday, a 12 o'clock start. Thursday, a 12 o'clock doubleheader. And then Friday, a 12 o'clock single game. 4 games in 3 days. And those will be really important ball games that will determine those 4 and then 3 down at Beeville. Those 7 games will determine who's the #1 seed in the Region 14 playoffs. There'll be 2 regional tournaments this year. And depending on who wins which games, I believe one of them will be in Region 14, one will be in Region 5. 1-2 pitch, grounder to the third, backhanded by Merrifield. He'll throw across, and it's a 1-2-3 eighth inning for Landon Clifton. We will go to the top of the 9th, and the LSU Eunice Bengals will need 6 runs to tie, 7 to take the lead. Apache's got a new pitcher on. We'll let you know who that is when we return. 8-2 is our score. All right, the new pitcher is Mitchell Lee, right-hand sophomore from Orange, Texas, Little Cypress, Mauriceville product. 6'5" and 240, big right-hander. Mitchell Lee, outing number 15 of the year. He does have 1 start under his belt, 1-2 with a 2.45 ERA, 22 innings, 32 strikeouts, and 12 walks for the sophomore from Orange, Texas, Mitchell Lee. Lee will come on. Try to finish this one up. 6-run lead for the Apaches. 5, 6, and 7. This is Jack Merrifield. 1-0 pitch, and he hit him. So a hit batter will bring up Nick Bellina, who's now playing second base.
Now batting second baseman, number 7, Nick Bellina.
8-2, you're looking for 3 outs to try to get a win in this 3-game series. Bengals took the opener Saturday night 14-1. They took the opener today 4-1. Apaches, look out, hit the bull. That's way behind the hitter. And Lee letting it fly there on a wild pitch. So he's hit a batter and he's letting that one get way away from him. What you need to do here is just take a deep breath and force the issue. Let these guys get themselves out. 1-0 the count, the pitch. Misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, can I promise you Coach Rupenthal does not want to get anyone up in the bullpen at this point. Just as soon let Mitchell Lee finish this thing. 2-0 pitch, misses, 3-0. Apaches do have the whole week off, so it's not going to tax the bullpen at all, but just as soon have Mitchell come in and handle this one himself. Called a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Right in the middle of the lineup here, Bellina, the 6th batter in the Bengal lineup. Slade Fuller on deck. Here's the pitch. Way inside, ball 4. Well, first walk for Lee. And fourth walk unofficially for Tyler pitching, and Coach Ruppenthal out to the mound in a hurry. Still no activity in the Apache bullpen. This is it's a little Stern talking to you there, and just reminding Mitchell, hey, we need strikes. You got some capable hitters. Slade Fuller already hit a home run today in this ball game, a solo shot back in the 4th. So if he were to catch one here, all of a sudden it'd be a 3-run game. And boy, the umpires had a little meeting of the minds. I'm not sure what that was about. All 4 umpires met right behind the mound. Looks like they might have been trying to keep up with the visits. You got a new rule, speed-up rule, that's kind of interesting. They're keeping up with all the mound visits and trying to keep the speed of the game moving along. This is Slade Fuller now, the first pitch. In there, strike 1. And you kind of try to just fill up the zone here. Pitch to contact, let your defense work behind you. Deep breath from Lee. Here's the pitch. In there, 0-2. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, a couple of strikes. It's always nice when you make those visits. And pitcher responds by throwing a couple of strikes for you. Next pitch, little looper into center. Johnson going to catch it on the fly. Thought he was going to have to let it fall in front of him. But ball carried right out to Jacob in center field, so there's your first out. That's all you got to do right there. It's pitch to contact, work ahead.
Now batting number 27, Hunter Tabb.
So pinch hitter for Babin here. And we have seen Hunter Tabb earlier in the series. He doubled in the opener. 2 RBIs in that pinch hit appearance in Saturday night's game. Lee from the stretch. First pitch to Hunter Tabb. Called a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1-1. Hunter Tabb, 294 on the year. 5 doubles, 6 RBI. Mitchell Lee from the stretch, the pitch. Little looper into left. This could be trouble, and it falls in. Runner's going to be sent home, and the throw will be thrown into no man's land there. Almost got away. RBI single for pinch hitter Hunter Tabb.
Now batting number 19, Brooks Rushworth.
So Rushworth back at the plate now. He walked his first time up and scored, so it's 8-3. 2 runners on, and still only 1 out. Well, you don't want to have to face the meat of their lineup again. Double play ball would be in order here, would end the ball game. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Brooks Rushworth on the season, an even 300. 5 doubles, a triple, 3 homers, 17 RBI. He got 3 home runs, catches 1 here. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. You got Rivertown waiting on deck, and then Keller, McDonald, and Welch. Rather not see those guys. 8-3 is our score with 1 out, top of the 9th. Apache's 5-run lead. Little looper into left, and coming in is Hood. He'll make that catch for out number 2. Well, the wind probably helped get an out there. Normal day, that might have fallen in between Hood and Bogue. 2 outs, and you're down to your last out, top of the lineup for the Bengals. 6th bat of the inning. 1 run is in. You got 2 runners on for Rivertown. 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts, a walk, and a hit by pitch. First pitch in there, strike 1. So Lee has done a good job here in the last couple of batters of working ahead in the count. Bengals down to their last out here in the 9th inning. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bellina at second. Pinch hitter Hunter Tabb at first. Mitchell Lee trying to finish this thing up. 8-3 Apaches. Here's the pitch. Misses high and inside. 2-1. Wind has actually picked up as the afternoon has progressed. Beautiful day here in East Texas. 2-1. Off the plate, 3-1. I'll tell you what, you don't want to load them up here for Keller, McDonald, and Welch. Got to go right at them. 2 outs in the 9th inning, a 3-1 count. Lee, a deep breath, the pitch. That's in there for a strike, and the runners will be moving with this pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 9th, the Apaches, 8-3 lead. Mitchell Lee trying to finish it. Deep breath. Here's the pitch. Popped out of play, and we'll do it again. Well, as long as you keep the tying run in the on-deck circle, you'll never lose a game. Now you're going to have a pinch runner. Well, number 20 is going to run for Bellina. And that's going to be Blade Richard. So Blade Richard out at second. A 3-2 count with 2 away in the 9th. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Well, they're loaded. Second walk of the inning for Lee. The 5th walk of the game for Tyler pitching. And now you're going to have to face Evan Keller. We'll see how this plays out, but boy, I tell you what, you got their 3 most potent hitters coming to the plate. Still got a 5-run lead. Got to work ahead. First pitch, ball 1. Keller, an RBI single his last time up, is 1 for 4. And you can just kind of smell. Got to work it back in the count here. Here's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Mitchell Lee, a deep breath. The 1-1. Ground ball to third. This should do it. Meisner steps on the bag. There's your ball game. Apaches win by a score of 8-3. Mitchell Lee, he bent, but he didn't break in that 9th inning. And your final line score, LSU Eunice, 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. And the Apaches, 8 runs on 14 hits. They do not commit an error. So the Apaches are able to squeeze out a victory here in this 3-game series against number 1 Division II LSU Eunice Bengals. Winning pitcher in today's ball game will be Cooper Rawls. Cooper Rawls will go to 5-1 on the season. And your losing pitcher will be Tyler Booth. And Booth will drop to 4-1 on the year. With the 5-run lead, there's no save for Mitchell Lee there. The loss will drop the Bengals to 32-5 on the year. And the Apaches, so that's a quality win for the Tyler Apaches for sure. #1 Division II. And you're able to take 1 out of 3 here at home, and you will take that. As this Bengal squad looked awful tough in the opener, winning 14-1. They won a 4-1 game in the 7-inning game today, but the Apaches able to rebound and put a good game out there. 8 runs on 14 hits, did not commit an error. So Cooper Rawls won 6 strong innings, and then it was Spinozzi in the 7th, and it was Mitchell Lee closing up in the 9th inning. So the Apaches winning this game will go to 32-9 on the year, and they will snap a 14-game winning streak by the Bengals. So our best wishes to Coach Jeff Willis and the Bengals as they pursue a second national championship in a row. They're well on their way to setting the road for that, as they are now 32-5 on the season, ranked #1. And the Apaches get a nice win here to wrap up this 3-game series against a very good opponent. The next game for the Apaches will be Saturday at 5 o'clock, doubleheader day at the ballpark on Saturday. TCS Postgrad comes to town, and we will not broadcast that game, but we will broadcast a week from today. The Angelina Roadrunners come to the ballpark, and that game will be a 1 o'clock start, and we'll be on the air at about 12:45. The LSU Eunice Bengals will play LSU Alexandria JV squad on Wednesday in Eunice. That'll be their next ball game. So safe travels to Coach Willis, Coach Alan Orgain, and Roberto Vaz, the whole staff down there, as they pursue another title in Bengal land, as they've won 6 titles in 9 attempts at the World Series, their latest being last year in 2018. Of course, the Apaches have their own quest going on as they try to get back to the World Series and win another national championship of their own. The Coastal Bend Cougars come to town next Wednesday after that game on Monday against Angelina. It'll be the Cougars on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, and those are all important series in Region 14 play. So that'll wrap things up for Mike Carter Field. A beautiful day here in Tyler. The Apaches split a doubleheader with the Bengals. The Bengals win Game 1 today by a score of 4-1, and the nightcap was an 8-3 victory for the Tyler Junior College Apaches. So for the whole athletic department at Tyler Junior College, including the athletic director, Captain Chuck Smith, Assistant Athletic Director, Ms. Kelsey Weeks, Administrative Assistant, Ms. Sherry Hardwood. A big thank you and a tip of the cap to Mr. Ed Atkins doing our stats up here. Noah Piles was up here earlier, and Jacob Scott's helping us out on the stats in the PA. This is Dr. John Gross signing off from Mike Carter Field. The Apaches win the nightcap by a score of 8-3. So long, everybody.